In this video I'm going to show you how to make hard-hitting reggaeton drums. What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to create a dark reggaeton beat which is inspired by productions from Tainy. So I hope you enjoy it. In this video I'm going to create two sections when it comes to the drums. And this technique is often used to make the arrangement more interesting when it comes to reggaeton. So first let's adjust the tempo of the project to 90 BPM. And first I'm going to start with the chord progression. So for this video I'm going to use a synthesizer, and in this case let's use Serum. So let's start off with this pad, which has a lot of reverb, and I'm going to create this beat in D sharp minor natural. So I'm going to start off with this chord, but let's inverse the chord like this. Add a root note, one octave lower like this. So this is the final melody, turn up one octave, and it sounds like this. So when it comes to the synth, this is something which Tainy definitely would use in one of his beats. So I cloned the chord progression, and right now I'm going to use another layer from Omnisphere. So right now it sounds like this. A perfect other layer. Let's layer it with the sound from Serum. Push the Serum lead a little bit to the background. Right now let's add something simple on top. So let's use the augmented voices from Arturia. So right now I'm using this preset, and just let's start off with the root note. And right now let's add another layer. In this case let's use heat up 3. I think I'm going to use a flute. So let's use this one. Also, let's start off with this D. Right now I'm going to add the bass line. So I'm going to use the Mini V3. And I'm going to use the presets which I often use when it comes to reggaeton beats. So bass, and this one is called a bass you will use. So right now I adjust the cutoff frequency, but because I only want the low frequencies, so I'm picking 3/4 of a step for the length for a note. So now basically follow the root notes from the chord progression like this. And then add some notes right here. So make a logic, so make the notes repeat a little bit, so use similar notes. Chorus 4 bars, and we're now turning down one octave to D3. And you could also adjust the amount of high frequency. So for example, let's adjust it to 70 Hz. For now, let's link all these elements to the mixer. Add some reverb to the augmented voices, push it to the background. I'm just going to keep it very simple, and let's add some reverb to the synth from Omnisphere. So I'm going to scroll through the presets, medium ambience, and adjust the mix. And I'm going to use my Reggaeton producer kit, and this kit will be out soon, so keep an eye on my channel. So for this tutorial I'm still going to keep it very simple. So I picked those two kicks, this one and this one, and I also selected two snares, this one and this one. So now let's start off by building the first rhythm. And I'm going to start off with the kick. And in Reggaeton basically this is simple, a 4x4 kick, which sounds like this. Right now let's add the first snare. So I'm going to create a typical reggaeton snare loop. Also make it 4 bars. To keep it a little bit more interesting, I'm going to make an adjustment right here. That's crazy. Alright, now let's copy this one. So the snare rhythm into the other snare. And also do the same for the kick drum. Paste it into this one. So right now we're using two identical rhythms, which we try into the piano roll using different drums. So this is the first one. Which sounds pretty good. So right now let's turn on the other two, but I've made an adjustment. So I'm using another kick, this one. I think this one sounds way much better. So for this beginner tutorial, I'm going to leave it like this. And I'm going to create a simple arrangement and guide you through the final beat. So this is the final arrangement, guys, and I've added one more element. So I've added this chord progression and use the Oliver Petrus Wheeler Glacier piano preset, and it sounds like this. Something which Tainy would use in one of his beats, I think, and add some great ambience to the beat. And I also have this simple trick which will make your reggaeton drums hit way harder. So open up a kick, for example, this one, and then open up the effects target. And then enable clip and play around with the boost. So without, it sounds like this. And with, it sounds like this. And by adding a distortion like this and then clipping it, your drums will hit way harder. And I think it's perfect to apply this to reggaeton drums. So right now we're gonna have a listen to the final beat. So for us, just a pad and the keys are coming in. Then I'm teasing the bass line. It's still a very simple arrangement and could definitely be improved. Also switch up this one. Double the kick right here. Other drums, augmented voices and flute coming in. Seamless transition. For example, loop it again. As you can see, perfect transitions. So I think that's it for this tutorial, and I'm gonna wrap up the video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to leave it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in one of my next tutorials.